There's a news exhibit on display at the Alabama Department of Archives and History honoring one of the first schools for black students.
WSFA 12 News reporter Bethany Davis is live there this morning. Bethany, talk about this new project and what it's all about.
Yeah, so this exhibit is called History Lives On, Preserving Alabama's Rosenwald Schools. Rosenwald Schools were some of the first schools for African-American students in Alabama. They were open in 6 different communities in southern Alabama and really were some of the first black schools in southern communities in the southern part of the country. This is Gorham Bird, who's an assistant professor with Auburn University and is the lead designer of this exhibit, and Sam Christensen is the exhibit's curator for the Alabama Department of Archives and History. I want you to first explain, though, this partnership. This is somewhat unique, a partnership between the Department of Alabama Archives and History and Auburn University School of Architecture.
Yeah, so at Auburn we've been researching the Rosenwald schools and working to preserve them, but a lot of the artifacts on these schools actually live in the Department of Archives and History, and so it just seemed like a natural partnership to be able to talk about the schools, their impact, but also be able to kind of show off some of the archives, some of the materials that the archives have. It's perfect.
Sam, talk a little bit about why we wanted to remember, to honor the Rosenwald schools. Why pull together an exhibit like this?
Well, absolutely. I mean, it was just such a great community endeavor to build all of these schools in Alabama. I mean, in about 20 years or so, communities came together and built 407 buildings in the state, and that was just part of the 5,000 that were built nationally. We wanted to honor their work and their efforts to preserve them today.
So walk us through a little bit, Gorham, of some of the things that we'll actually see here in this exhibit, and really what you hope people learn and take away from them.
Yeah, I think we talk through walk you through the history of the schools from prior to the schools, the process and the design of the schools, Tuskegee's role in really starting the program with Booker T. Washington. But the heart of the exhibit is really about the existing schools that remain today and their condition and their dire need for preservation. So that's what Auburn's been working on, is this task of trying to preserve the schools that remain, because it's such an incredible history that needs to be told and understood by people today.
Yeah, well, this exhibit is actually part of a series of exhibits and events that are aimed at bringing the history into the present for the Alabama Department of Archives and History, and so it's actually hosting a panel discussion to dig a little deeper, as you said, into this particular exhibit and into the Rosenwald schools. That will be here tomorrow night, guys.
All right, Bethany, thank you. This project is a temporary exhibit there. It'll be able to be viewed through May of 2024.